Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the differences between a free version and a paid version of ChatGPT Plus. This is a very highly requested video. Even some of my own clients have asked me to actually record this for you guys. So we're going to be going over the benefits and disadvantages of each plan and giving you all the information you need to make an informed decision on whether you need the Plus version. Now, just for context, if you're new to the channel, my name's Leo. I'm the owner of Fluxomate, an AI automation agency. We use ChatGPT literally every single day within our agency. And me personally, I've been using ChatGPT since its first release back in November 2022, which funny enough is a year ago today from when I'm recording this video, probably a bit later for you guys when you're watching this. I personally remember when ChatGPT first came out on the 30th of November 2022. Before I started this and doing anything else, I remember using it literally every single day and telling myself how amazing this was. I was telling all my friends, all my family, guys, I need to start using this. And one of those things I was saying was how much I'd be willing to pay for this, even if it was paid. I had no problem paying even up to $100 a month for the paid version. Eventually that came true. They released a paid version in February 2023, and I was one of the first people to actually sign up to the waiting list, and eventually I got access to the Plus version. That being said, I'll keep this as unbiased as possible. I do not think everyone needs to pay that $20 every single month for the Plus version. However, in some use cases it'll be beneficial. So I'm going to be going through all the benefits of each different type of service so you can make a decision on what you need for your business. So firstly, we'll start off with a free plan. The free plan is really great, especially if you're just playing around with AI or just use it occasionally for very simple prompts. It works extremely well for these two different things, and there's no need getting the Plus version if that's all you're using it for. If you haven't played around with ChatGPT yet and haven't really understood its power, then I really recommend you sign up for the free plan and start using that. If you feel like you're limited, then please do switch over to the paid plan. However, at the beginning, I'd really recommend playing around with the free plan first so you can get an idea of the things you can do, especially if it's your first time using any sort of AI. In terms of the free plan, there are a couple of disadvantages. In terms of special features, you don't get any. You just get the basic chat functionality. Another problem with the paid plan is you're locked out during peak times. This can be very annoying if you need to use it urgently. I remember when it first came out and it went viral all over TikTok, social media. It was impossible to get in. You have to wait up 3 hours sometimes just to get access to it. And that's one of the most annoying things about it at the very start. And that still happens now with the free plan. So if it's something that you're going to need in very specific scenarios and quite urgently, then I don't recommend going for the free plan because you will be locked out during peak times. And secondly, responses are much slower. This is something I noticed when I was using the free plan back in December last year, and it's something I've heard from other people that use the free plan now, but apparently the responses are much slower and they take a bit longer to come out. But that's not the main thing you're missing out by having a free plan. The main thing you're missing out is access to all the early access features. We're going to be going over all of these in the second part of the video, so don't worry, but those are the kind of disadvantages of having a free plan. You'll be locked out during peak times, you'll have much slower responses, and you don't get access to any of the early access features. But like I said, if you're just using it to play around with it or you use it very occasionally for prompts, then please do make the most of the free plan before moving over to the Plus plan. And now in terms of the paid plan, no, this is not the free plan. You do get a lot of access to some really cool features. So firstly, you get peak time access. This means you won't be locked out. Secondly, you get much faster responses, especially if you're using the ChatGPT 3.5 turbo model. The delay is literally insignificant, but the main thing that you get with a paid plan is early access to new features. And these are just a couple examples. So firstly, GPTs. Now, if you don't know what GPTs are, check out my other video where I explain all the new updates from OpenAI's Dev Day. The main thing was GPTs. These are basically just custom versions of ChatGPT where you can kind of tailor to your specific needs. For example, you can have a content GPT, a sales GPT, whatever it is. There's a bunch of cool things you can do using the early access to the GPTs within the paid plan. The second thing you get access to is visual. Now this is a very cool functionality where you can basically upload a picture and use it within your prompting. So for example, if you wanted to generate an Instagram caption for a picture, you can upload a picture to ChatGPT and then it can generate a caption based on the picture. This is a very cool feature. I personally use it quite a lot within my day-to-day life, and this in itself makes the Plus plan worth it for me. The next very cool thing is text-to-speech and speech-to-text. This basically allows you to create your own version of Jarvis. Within an app, you can speak to your ChatGPT and it will respond back using one of its 6 AI voices, which honestly sound very human.
I'll play an example.
Did you know that Alexander Graham Bell, the eminent inventor, was enchanted by the world of sounds? His ingenious mind led to the creation of the graphophone, which etched sounds onto wax, making voices whisper through time.
This is much more natural than anything else we've heard out there.
If you want more information on that, I've literally recorded a whole video on how you can use this functionality to practice your sales calls with a custom GPT agent. This is great for role-playing sales calls without wasting any of those potential leads, because we all know sales is a game of practicing, but sometimes, especially at the very start, it's very hard to practice. Make sure to check out this video, it's linked in the description. Another one of the early access features which is very useful is web browsing. This basically allows you to paste a website and ChatGPT will open a website and extract all the information from it. This is something you use when qualifying our leads. When they book a call, we send the website over to ChatGPT and it gives us all information about the company that we need to know. And we can also ask questions about the website. This is very useful. There's a bunch of different things you can do with this, and also allows you to kind of have a really up-to-date version of ChatGPT. At the moment, it's just the recent knowledge database is up to April 2023. However, using web browsing, you can link it to the news or even platforms like Wikipedia, so you can have a really up-to-date version of your AI. And last but not least, we have plugins. Now, in complete honesty, I rarely ever use plugins. However, I know some people that really love them. These are also similar to GPTs in the sense that they're extensions to ChatGPT, so you link in directly with other applications. So for example, one of the first plugins was a travel app, and you could ask it for destinations and then it automatically book it using Expedia. There's a bunch of different plugins that you can use. They're all free, and some people really love them. We just don't have much use case for them within our agency. These are all the things you get access to using the Plus version of ChatGPT, and honestly, these are kind of the main feature of the ChatGPT Plus version. Like I said, any one of these by itself is worth $20 a month for me. It just depends on how you intend to use them. There's one more difference between the free version and the paid version. So the free plan, in terms of language models, you only have version to 3.5, but with the paid plan, you get access to 3.5 Turbo, which is very fast in responses, and 4. Now I get this question all the time, Leo, what kind of difference do the language models actually make? In my personal experience, there is a small difference, but it's not anything crazy. You'd still be able to accomplish any of the tasks you want using 3.5 or 4. The only thing I'd say is that with 3.5, you need slightly better prompting, so the chat can really understand what you kind of need to get from it. So 3.5 works really great for day-to-day uses. However, 4 more complicated things, personally, we've recognized that 4 is a bit better, especially without having to have extremely specific prompting with the free plan. So yeah. The access to the different language models is kind of the last main difference between the free plan and the paid plan. Like I said at the start of the video, guys, I don't want to make this biased. We obviously have the paid plan, but that's because we need to have access to the new features within our agency. However, if you're just playing around with AI and use it very occasional, just for day-to-day uses, I wouldn't recommend switching over to the paid plan just yet, unless you wanted to try out some of the new features such as GPTs, the visual, the text-to-speech, web browsing, or even plugins. Apart from that, you can very easily function within your day-to-day life, within your business, using a free plan. But in my completely honest opinion, I'd recommend switching to the Plus plan at least for 1 month so you can try it out and kind of test out all of these new features. If it's not for you, you can very easily just cancel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you currently have the free version or the Plus version ChatGPT, and do you think the Plus version is worth it? I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to drop them in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. And if you found this video useful and you haven't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We drop a ton of free videos every single month going over AI and automation and how you can use it within your agency. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.